Hello guys, welcome to render.camp. My name is Daniel. I hope you hear me well. Let me know about this, write some pluses to the chat, and we will start our session for today. Today we will work with this beautiful architectural visualization. We will build this render on Vray. Yeah. Hello guys, and thank you for your information. Where are you from? That is, we are all over the world, and that is pleasure for us. Thank you. Today I will show you how to work with the Vray 3D Max with to get this architectural visualization. You know, if you already been on our workshop, I always try to explain them not only tricks or technical details. I always try to explain thinking, explain some art vision of every image. So that's why I will start from the not from only technical things. I will start and tell you a lot about pipeline, about stages of work, about general understanding of our work. So I'm glad to see all of you, and I hope that will be nice time spending for you and probably for our profession. So let's go. First of all, of course, we need to when we start working with any project, we need to find some reference. Of course, for this project I have reference too, and let's start thinking in the moment when some client send us some model or drawings, and we trying to make this move from the reference to our model. So we already have this model. This is absolutely easy model, to be honest. I built it for I don't know, maybe a few hours, maybe less. Something like this. This is absolutely easy, nothing special, only camera here and no any render setup. Of course, I will tell you about all pipeline of the work. We will set up scene, we will set up render system, we will working with the lighting, with the shaders. Only one thing we will not work, that is modeling, because I hope everybody can model these two boxes. That is absolutely easy to not waste the time. Yeah, I hope you hear me well. Yeah, I saw some pluses, but not too much, but I hope everything good with connection. You hear me well, you see me well, everything well, I hope. Let's start working, and probably that is new camera, no any settings, no any camera setup. As you can see, only camera angle is already done. So first of all, we need to finish our model. That means we need to put there all object for light and shadow composition. What does it mean? Of course, we can start putting here some sun or Hdri Map, but in the moment when we will add here, for example, trees for background or foreground, or somewhere in the middle places of the scene, we will get another shadows in the scene. So better, and to be honest, faster for our general work will be if we will finish all modeling on the beginning. And of course, I need to work with these models because most of them already have shaders, probably shaders and textures. And all of these we need to rebuild for us, because As you know, we always rebuild all shaders from the scratch because that is important for composition, for light and shadow composition, for color composition. That is always, we need to do this always. So that's why I will work with these models. I already found it, and to be honest, I already choose which models I will add. Of course, for real work, you will spend some time for find these models, but right now for faster work, that is ready. I will take this bush for the background somewhere here, only one bush, and I will take one or a few trees for a first plan. Of course, I will delete a lot of leaves because most of the trees have that is summer trees, not autumn, because to find nice autumn tree, that is, to be honest, that is difficult to find good autumn tree for exactly for my situation. So let's work. I will open this folder, and for the start I need to put folders with the textures 47 and 63. So I will go there, customize, configure project, configure project path, external files, add, and here I need to add folder with the textures from this 47, for example. 47 maps. I push any of them, use pass, that's okay. 47 is added. 63, yeah, as I remember. Yeah, 63. Models, max 3, 63 maps. Use pass. Okay. I hope everything will be okay. Then I will go there, 47, for example. Mesh. For example, Corona. Of course, this folder have Vray, but for me that is not important because I will work with my own shaders. I need only textures. That's why I will work. I work exactly in this way. I need to take exactly this. So I need to find it. 47. Oh, that is not 47. That is 63. Number 3, as I understand, yeah, that's why. This is, yeah, this is bush. I will put it here, and yes, this bush is pretty small. I will make it bigger. Shift J, and I will put it somewhere here. Important thing that is I will work with the layers, and probably I can tell all of you should work with the layers. That will be much better for your real scenes. For example, 501, something like this, and I will delete. Okay, and I will change color to easier find it. Yeah, like this. Okay, what's next? Next, I need to put to my scene some tree, but to be honest, I don't know which exactly tree I use, but the most important thing that is size of the tree. So I think that this tree will look good for me. Eucalyptus, I'm not sure about nature, is it good works exactly in this place, but I will work with this tree like something with leaves. (47), 47, yeah. (47), mesh corona, eucalyptus. Number 4, I think. Yeah, let's check. Yeah, this one. Merge file. Why I'm not use for Spark library? To be honest, I don't like it. I don't like these models. And yeah, guys, hold your question till the end of our workshop. I will answer all your questions in the end of this workshop. If I will answer right now, we will spend a lot of time for answering, but not for doing. As you can see, we already have the shaders here. That's important. So what's next? Probably nothing. And I need just put these trees. No, I will copy it. Of course, we can make proxy, but to be honest, later I will show you why. Copy. And as you can see on the reference, some of trees have a lot of leaves, less than we have on this model, but probably a lot of. But some of them almost no any leaves. So we need to delete part of these leaves. How to do this? That's not difficult, but we need to work a little bit. First of all, we need to open material editor and take this shader. Trees, like this. This is just for saving all textures, because we will delete all of these, all of them. So what's next? I will convert it to Editable Poly. Yeah, and each of these textures have its own ID. For example, for trunk and for all trunks we have one, maybe two ID, but leaves, that is third ID, like this. And I will detach this ID. Yeah, and I will delete some of them. How I will do this? That's easy, but never mind, we need to work with this. I will put the material by element. You can see textures changed, but this is never mind for us. We will change them back. Random distribution and something like 5. Yeah, that will be enough. And I will convert it to Editable Poly. What happens? As you can see, I will show, for example, set ID 1. Oh. Select ID 1. In this way, I select some of them. Select ID 2, some other leaves. 3 other leaves too. So I will detach, for example, first one. Yeah, select one, and I will detach. Okay, so right now I have two different models with only with the first ID and with all other IDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will delete this additional 3, 4, 5, and I will leave only this first ID. If I need less of leaves, I can delete some part in the same way. How to go back for leaves shader? I can set third ID to all these leaves, and we can see here the leaves from this shader. Probably this is third leaf. I hope you understand me. That's not absolutely not difficult. If something not clear, save your question and I will repeat, or you can re-watch this moment. That's easy. Okay, if you need less of leaves, you can do it. But for us right now, that is not so important. And this is first tree. Of course, I will make a few trees, and I will make twice less of leaves here. Select first, and I will delete some part of these leaves. All these leaves I will set like third ID. Yeah. And I will copy this tree absolutely without leaves. So I have 3 different versions of this. Probably I can delete these small sticks, but maybe not. With them will be more detailed. Yeah. Okay. I have 2 or 3 different versions of these trees. That's nice. I will put them in the middle of this hole. For example, this. Of course, I will connect this trunk to these leaves. Attach. That's good. And with this third tree, I will do the same. So that's good. And where I need to put them? Okay, I will put this tree without leaves here, like on the screen, like on the render, with the bigger amount of leaves. I will put there, and these 3 I will roll and put it here. Of course, I need to care about rotation of the trees, because they shouldn't be in the same direction, all of them. Of course, I need to change render system to Vray. Yeah, and I need to change, yeah, proportion of the frame till to the 3000 of high and 2000 of wide. So that's good. And I think I will change a little bit scale of them. And I will copy this tree for the, and I will put it somewhere here. Yeah. I always trying to do the same as on the reference. That's important. That's nice. And this tree I will try to make smaller, I think. As you can see, this part of the tree looks similar everywhere, so I need to roll the tree to get different results, different shape of the tree, maybe. Yeah, And on the background, probably I have almost empty trees without leaves, so maybe I will put with less of leaves. Some one of them instance, for example, this one. Maybe I will make it bigger and clear without leaves. I will put here. Copy with instance. Of course, in this moment we can convert them to the proxy if you want. I'm not, but you can do this. In real project, it will help you to work a little bit faster, but not every time. I need to make them smaller, I think. Like this. Yeah, that's good. And what else? Probably with the trees, that's everything what I need for a moment. And I will use this bush somewhere here. That is interesting composition from here. So I need to build the line for a background, and these closer bushes should be in two different I don't know, lines, something like this. So I will make the same, that is important for me, and probably in the same place of the frame. I will make it a lot of times bigger, but thanks God, here is small leaves, so I can do this. And I will put it somewhere here, smaller, I think. Somewhere here, and maybe, yeah, somewhere here. That's great. And here I will put, as you can see, the line of the bushes. Yeah, I will see them, so I will make this line maybe smaller with the array, that is tools, array somewhere here. I have a hotkey for open this array, so to be honest, I don't remember where this somewhere here in tools. I have Y hotkey for this a lot of years. Like this. I think 10 is too much, but 6 is exactly what I need. I will roll them, I will scale them. Yeah, that looks good. And I will copy them for middle ground, something, middle ground, yeah, somewhere here. That is Vray, better to not cancel out the save, but I'm absolutely sure Vray can be crashed. So better not cancel it. But right now I'm trying to be fast, that's why I cancel it, but later I will save it for sure, because Vray can crash. Probably all Macs can crash. I will make it smaller. maybe one more closer for us, to us. That is about composition. Like this. I'm always trying to not cross the trees or different plants, because this is unnatural. Okay, so that's generally with the composition, that's good. Of course, we need to have some plants here, and we need to have trees over there for shadows. But right now I don't know where exactly I need to put them, so let's go to one more thing, that is Quixel Bridge, to check which plants we can use here. For example, this one, maybe not. I don't remember which plants I already use here. Maybe this. Too wild, I think. Let's 3D plants. Flower plants, fern, maybe climber. No? To be honest, I absolutely forget which plants I used here. Okay, let's take some of these. I think that will be nice. Of course, all software already connected, and everything is working here. But if not, you should connect. You should download all this software and use all of this, because that will help you so much. Where we can get models. To be honest, you should buy all of them, because all of these models you can buy somewhere. For example, Max3, that is from max3.org. This Quixel Bridge from Megascan's website. But of course, I can give you some links after workshop for these collections, but you can find it faster than we will finish this workshop. And I will okay, that looks good. And to be honest, I don't need flowers, so I think I will delete some of them, something like this biggest one. And I will delete smaller one, because I think with this one will works better. Okay. That is always easier to work with a small object in a huge scene when you trying to be careful with them, something like this, and give them some color and sign them somehow. For example, I don't know, flowers like this, maybe with some rectangle. I will put here some grass for future work. Yeah, let's do it this way. Grass will be with green, for example, why not? And maybe something else. That's more comfortable to work. And I will take these polygons. Probably I build simple boxes and just detach these polygons. That's absolutely easy. Forest pack, push here, yes, and some small things to work with the forest pack. Distribution full, geometry, that is this. Oh, I forget to select these flowers. Okay, and I will add them here. Proxy mod, yeah, that's okay. Okay, and next thing, I will work with the forest pack. I need to open display, color ID, and point cloud. In my opinion, that's better. As I see, they are too big, to be honest. So I will make them smaller. I will go to geometry and make them general scale smaller, something like 50%. Okay, but I need more of them and probably no any plants here. So I need to go to distribution, open distribution, yeah, and make these parameters smaller, something like this. Okay, and as you can see, they are too regular. So I will go to transform, enable, enable, enable. Okay. And I want to make them more unregular, something like this. Yeah, that looks good. One more thing for me that is important, I always delete shader from the plants I copy with the forest pack in here. So I push clear button, so shaders always will get from the original model, from these models. That is important. So I will go there, create new folder. I will delete them here later. Or let's call them similar everywhere. I will take this shader. Of course, I don't need this shader, but I will use these textures. That is important. What's next? Of course, I will delete them from here, but I don't remember who. This is 3, so that is our flowers. I will delete them. I always use these folders because that is much more useful than work in one same folder. And I always called first folder basic because I will put here gray material, general flower material, and probably maybe Hdri Map, something like this. Okay. So what's next? Probably we need to put here grass. So let's do this. One more time, Quixel. I don't know what grass I will use, but probably never mind. That is not so big difference for this distance. I will use this one. Yes, guys, I will answer all your questions and probably I will show you this. That is loading. These models load into my scene. So I need to wait a little bit. That's my grass, so I will put it here. I need to, that is not only grass, that is good for me. And to be honest, I will delete smallest one because I'm not sure I need smallest, but to be honest, I didn't know. Let's do it this way. Yeah. Because with the gray, yeah, I will delete smallest one because I will not find it in the frame. Yeah, that's good. I will open material editor, create folder, called it grass. I will pick up texture from this. Probably here I don't need any textures, and of course I will delete textures from. I don't want to duplicate the same shader here and here, so I will delete it. What else? What else I need to do? For Spark, yeah. I will use this geometry. A camera clipping. For grass, I will push yes, but only for grass, because if you will delete some objects, big object, for example trees, from the background, for you will delete, you will not get shadows from these trees, and this is important, and probably not only shadows, reflections too. Okay, I will take this, enable them, yes, so that's good. Clear. Enable. Full. Where is my display? Display point cloud, that is more interesting for me. And of course, right now I have to start doing tests render, because almost everything I need I already bring here. But the most important thing for us, that is emotion from our render. So that's why we are here. Let's start working with the next stage. I will open render setup and I will do some tricks here. First of all, I will go to image filter and make it smaller. That is sharpness. Of course, I can add sharpness on the final render. But to be honest, I don't like the result. This result will be much better. So this is small secret for if you're working with the Vray render. For interior, probably the same. Image will be sharper, but that will be natural sharp. What else? I need to go to global switches and let's change it to advanced, because I need to put here gray material, basic materials, Vray, MTL. Oh, that looks like I forget. Probably not I, but yeah. I will make it something like 90. And all the time I start working with reflection. Do not forget turn on reflection and glossiness something like 0.6, 0.5 for architecture, because gray material with reflection looks absolutely different than without reflection. But probably all the shaders will have a reflection in your situation, so in your project, so better will be if you will work with reflected gray material from the scratch. That is important, really important. So I will put it somewhere here, instance. So that's everything we need for the start. I will hide history, I will hide this, and I will start render. Probably what I forget any, oh, thank you. I forget any light source. Thank you. Thank you. I will put here just simple sun, but this is just for test. I will not work with the sun. Color override for make it white. What else? Probably maybe multiplier, but later. Let's start the render one more time. And probably sun should be higher, I think. Okay, let's start doing something right. I will hold the render frame here. What else? Probably nothing. I will put the sun here. I think lower. And to be honest, everything looks good. I like everything I have here. Everything looks nice. But of course, I will not use the sun. Why? Because much more easy for me find nice Hdri map, and this Hdri map will give me a nice light and shadow result with the colors, with the reflections, with everything I need. Just one simple Hdri map. So how to work with Hdri map in Vray? Of course, I will stop the render, and I will probably delete sun. I was needed it just for checking everything good, everything in the right position, everything works. And I will use Vray light and Vray dome light. That is right way to work with Vray Hdri. Vray bitmap, and I already choose Hdri map for this scene. That is, I will open it here. Yeah, this is Hdri map from Hdri Heaven. That is free website, probably not free website. That is website with free Hdri maps. but I will use it. You can find it by name here. 16K, that is enough for our size of the image. Of course, if you will render something like, I don't know, 10K final render, that will be not enough. But for 3, 4, 5, probably 5 not, but 3, 4K final render, that will be enough. Okay, I will put it here, instance, okay. General color correction. That's why I love Vray, because here we have overall multiplier, so I can make it Hdri powerful exactly here. For example, Corona doesn't have this. And I will put it here. Okay. And let's start to see how it looks in the render. I changed nothing here in the settings, just simple, I don't know, render starting. Of course, everything should load into the scene, and probably multiplier should be bigger, but that is not important in this moment. Because I need to road it. Probably I don't like this green sky, yellow sun, but I will fix it somehow later. Rotation. 13, 30, 60, 90, more. 120. That looks interesting. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And one more important thing. As I told you, I don't like this yellow color, so I will delete it. How I will do this? Of course, with color picker on camera, white balance, probably that is white balance, custom balance, pick here, and I will something like delete this color from the balance. So that is image I will work with. What's next? Of course, next point, that is power of the lighting, visible background, and color of the background, maybe, because it's too dark for me. Yeah. And shadows is too dark, but there it looks good. Let's add here. It's clear. Exposure. I'm trying to not go to over brights, because if I will receive over brights, I will need to use highlight burn, and that's how I will kill all contrast. So in this way I will need to add contrast like this, but to be honest, I don't like this, but sometimes it works. Right now it looks not so bad, but in most of situations it can broke your light and shadow composition. So I will try to make it more careful with I will make it higher, but till the moment when till the moment when I don't have overbrights. Like this. Yeah, that's much better. And I absolutely love curves, working with the curves probably. My curve will look like this. Pretty long, light curve and short, dark. Of course, that is my style of work. Maybe you can have another, but that is not my secret. I don't like this type of phrase, but that is my way to work. And about background, I would like to make it more light blue. So I will move it a little bit. Okay, but everything is good, but I want to make background lighter and maybe a little bit another angle. And to be honest, this color to have a lot of red, but I don't like it. Maybe less of, yeah, like this, but visible background should be lighter. How I can do this in Vray? That's easy. I can copy this Hdrm Up. I can copy this dome light. Copy. And I will, right now I will turn off it. And here on the main light, I will choose one important button. Options, invisible. So I don't see it. Maybe reflection, specular 2. Okay, but I will turn on the same here. So I have lighting from this Hdri Map, but reflection and visible background from this. That is most interesting thing. So I will make it lighter with the multiplier, and probably I don't like this a lot of red color here. I need to fix it with maybe with camera. Yeah, like this. As you can see, here is much better, much comfortable to see this image. Okay. And I think I need to roll it a little bit, because here I need to have almost overbright. So I will roll it a little bit. I don't remember which side I need to roll it. I will. That looks like I forget to put it here. Yeah. Another side. Yeah, like this. And that's how I will get much lighter background. Of course, on the post-production I will change it if I will need, but right now I will get more interesting result for me exactly in this moment. Of course, I will add here, that is different feeling, yeah? In my opinion, that is clear, because, for example, that was this way, that is absolutely another here. Yeah, that is absolutely different feeling. So so what's next? Next, that is probably that is everything I need for lighting, for general lighting. And let's work with the general colors. We call these local colors. So let's do this. Of course, we will start from the biggest object in the scene. First of all, that is glass. So I will copy this shader. I always copy shaders, not doing new. I always copy them. I have the layer with the glass. I will put this new shader to this glass, to these objects, and as you let's do it in this way. I will stop the render. For faster render, I will do it in a different way. I will put this shader to all scene. As you remember, I have the shaders from all the geometry, so I can put this shader back to this geometry immediately when I will need this. And right now I will take off this gray material, so I can work with the shader directly from the for the model. And I think that will be faster for me if I will change my screen to this one. Yeah, here is top, here is, for example, front. I will turn off grid. That will be a little bit faster and maybe comfortable to work. What else? Probably what else? Nothing. I need to, yeah, so right now that will be good. Let's start to do some simple glass. Reflection half, refraction almost like 250, 251, 252, not 255. That is too much. And of course, color. I will work with a fog color, and I will take the same color as on the sky. That is for color composition. So let's start working. That's good, but too dark. Depth centimeters. Let's change it to 0.1. No. Yeah, that's better. Let's make it brighter. I like this, but little bit change color. Yeah. And to be honest, first floor should be without this color. So I will copy it. I will change selection. And I need to save my scene because that is max. Save as to the desktop. Something like this. Better to have this than not. So everything's okay. I'm not sure everything's good here. I will copy it one more time. Okay. And to be honest, I will delete this color at all. Almost at all, like this. Let's start render, and this glass and this glass will be not so colorful, because to be honest, I didn't need this color here. Yeah, that's good. Everything's good. So let's go next. Greenery. Better to make shadows here. So probably composition here is nice, but something not enough. I will make, that is exactly about composition. I will make something like a small bush here and bigger on the background. Let's make it instance, yeah. So that will be a little bit better in my opinion. We will check. Here is some reflection, and probably here too. That is not enough for grass for reflections. And we have to work with all of this. Size of these flowers should be bigger, I think. That's too small. Yes, that's small difference, but in my opinion that's better. But I will make bigger distance between bushes. In this way I will get more air between them. That's okay. Let's that is, let's call it grass, and let's call these flowers. That will be much more easier to work with. Display, oh, not display, transform, something like 100 and 200. I think that will be better. Let's check everything in our scene. Probably we can start working with this bush should be closer to us. That will be better. And these flowers looks exactly like we need. So I will stop the render. Let's check. This is about composition. This is important. This brush will be closer. Yeah, that's better. One more thing, I will put here some tree without leaves. Maybe on the background, no? I will rotate a little bit. Let's check how it looks. I'm absolutely sure that will be more interesting. Yeah, that's better and enough detailed. So I will stop the render. I will stop the render. So what's next? Next thing, that is shadows. For faster work, I will do this only with the yeah, with this object without any additional geometry or something like this, because I just need to put here shadows. That will be faster to work with only with the tree. Let's find it on the frame. And to be honest, I can make it bigger. Something like lower, no, not so low. And I don't need it in the frame. Like, one more time, that is about composition. Why I have two different lights? Oh, that is about reflections, yeah? Okay. That is about shadows. Okay, small thin line. Of course, this is about reflection. I will delete this part of reflection. I don't need it here, but I will continue work with a shadow composition. Probably I would like better for me to get not so dark shadows, because in this way I will get much more attention to my building, and of course that is better for me. So let's check how it looks with whole scene. And of course I will change this shader a little bit to I have to delete some part of the reflections. Okay, maybe I will change more than only reflections. I will leave less of reflections and something like 0 for. Let's check how it looks. Because here is too strong cover light or bright. Of course I can delete it with a vignetting or something somewhere else, but that is a strange situation when I will find some problem and fix it later. Yeah, so I like what I see here. Maybe I will add some vignette that will give me some, yeah, nice, little bit nice result. I like this result. So let's start working with the colors. Yeah, most important color here is not greenery. Most important color here is biggest color. So little bit warm color of the floor and the walls. So I will do this. Probably I already have the shader, so I will make it more yellow. As you can see, I do not touch the value. Later, of course, I will do this, but later. First of all, I need to catch the color I need. Of course, lighter. Okay. These walls should be with this color too. Maybe with the copy of this color. Maybe lighter, maybe not, I'm not sure. And maybe more reflected. Because this is, yeah, here, right now it's better, much better. Okay, what's next? I will change the color of the building, I think, because it should be, as you can see, whiter. Only let's turn on some viewport clipping. Because that is not so comfortable to work with. Yeah. Okay, this, oh. Probably these two buildings should have different shaders, but for this moment that is not so important. So I will copy it. I will put this shader to this geometry and I will make it a little bit lighter. Not 180 or 200, no, little bit. That will be enough, I think. Let's check how it looks. This is one more time. That is all of these about composition, color composition, geometry composition. That is about main steps of work. I forget this. Yeah. maybe a little bit lighter. No? Okay, let's leave it in. Let's leave them here. Or not. No, here is better. Okay, let's leave it this way. So, what's next? Next, that is Greenery. Let's start doing this. Greenery in Vray a little bit more difficult than in probably all other render systems. So we will try to work with them careful. Select similar. What else? Probably grass and flowers will be the same shader from the start. Later, of course, not, but right now it's the same. Change material map type and general. Oh, excuse me. Where is Vray? Yeah, two-sided until. Yeah, keep all materials, submaterial. So that's great. That's all what I need, but I will change the color to more green and, to be honest, dark, maybe more reflected. No. Let's start with this shader, but we will check how it looks. Right now, all bushes, grass and flowers should be with this color. Oh, I forget put this shader to, yeah. That's good, but that is too summer. Yeah, I need to have, and as you can see, too bright translucency. So for make less translucency, I will yeah, reduce it here, and I will, whoa, whew, that's, I will save it one more time because I am a little bit scared of it. Okay, so let's continue. I will make colder, not so saturated, and probably darker. Of course, we can use real zoom, but for real situation, to be honest, we need to work with original compositions. So let's do it this way. Too much reflection, as I can see. Okay, not so dark and not so saturated. Yeah, so that's why I told you we need to rebuild all shaders, because of course for get some effect from the greenery, trees and bushes, through flowers and grass, we can work with the original shaders. But if we think about composition, color composition, original shader can be not connected with our idea, and of course about our color composition, for example. That's why we should decide which color we need to use first of all, and then change original shader to color we need. I hope you understand me. So right now it's much better. I like this result. And what's next? Next, that is working with the trees on the first plan, on the foreground. So as always, I will take general shader, something like this. Probably I don't need any other. Yeah, I will copy it somewhere here, and I will put it to these to all these trees. Select similar. Yeah. Okay. I will put this shader and I will try to work with they should be, oh, I will stop render. Always faster work with when render not goes. Darker, colorful, and to be honest, the color should be the same like here, but darker and more saturated. And most important thing, that is all colors in our scene be comparable to each other, so they should be connected to each other. Colors, they should look good together. That is most important thing. So I will start test render, because without test I can't tell you anything. Yeah, that's good. Little bit more I don't know, too heavy, I think. So I will make it lighter, not so saturated. Maybe a little bit more. No, that's good. That's good, but I still want to make walls whiter. Yeah, that's better. So in the beginning I told you not 180, but right now is it? Okay, why not? What's next? Next, that is smaller objects. For example, what? For example, what? I want to make the image. Yeah, I like stronger. So that's much better. Less reflections here, I think. Yeah. And not so yellow, not so green, maybe. Yeah. And not so dark. Will be better. Yeah, that's much better. Not so saturated. Yeah, that's what I need. Okay, that looks strange when the ground is yellow and this is gray. So I will put the same shader to the concrete, these concrete ways. This is not ways, but how it called? How can I call it? No, too yellow. less of, and I will make it darker. Oh, that's better, I think. Okay. What else? What else I need to do here? Probably I have to work with the leaves, because leaves should be should have a different color. So let's try to do this. I will work in this way. So maybe we can start working with the textures, because we already ready for this, I think. I will pick this shader, and I will take the shader from this. So I will put it to the trunk somewhere here. This is steam. Probably I don't need anything here, just color. Of course I need some texture from the trunk, but later. And about leaf, of course I need some leaf here, but later. Right now I will probably I can copy this shader, because I already have the leaf shaders, so I can copy it. This is copy, this is important, because I will change it right now. I will delete this line. That's why better work with the slate material editor, because you never can do the same in the I forget how it's called, compact material editor. You never will make it in the compact. So and of course I will change this color to more red, like more yellow. Let's start working with this color, but maybe I will change it. And of course I will choose all these trees, and I will put this shader, and all these trees will get everything I need. For the start I can copy this opacity and put it here, because anyway I will need to have opacity on the leaves. So let's start doing render and checking how it looks. Of course leaves should look different, not the same like trunk. So will you start? More red, I think. Maybe more, let's do it more saturated. Only in this way I will see the result. Yeah, maybe lighter. Yeah, right now it started feeling like autumn. The most important thing in visualization, in my opinion, that is images. You know, when we see some image, when we start feeling the smell inside this place where we are, that's mean we do nice render. When everything explain us what's around, what the feeling around. Right now I see this image and I would like to take a jacket or coat or something like this. So feels cold here. Not winter, of course, but cold. That's exactly what I need. So I like this. And we can start working with the textures, I think. Probably not a lot of textures we need, but some of them we need to build some textures. Let's start with the biggest one for this scene, that is concrete on the floor, and probably here that is biggest piece of the image with the texture. So let's do this and let's start. I will go to textures.com, concrete, and I will try to find something nice. One important thing for me. I don't like to work with the seamless textures, to be honest. I like textures with the seams, but of course, if I will find texture without seams and this texture will looks good, that's okay, but most of them no. For example, that looks good, but this is 1 meter per 1 meter. Of course, that is not enough for my huge territory, so I need to find something different. Maybe asphalt, because concrete, that is too close. Road, because with the asphalt tag, not only asphalt, as you know. Oh, that's nice. Unfortunately, I can't use it because too much, I don't know, these scratches. But why not? Let's try. Why not? I will save it to the desktop, but let's try. Who knows? Maybe that will look good. Let's call it, I don't know, building. I know this is not a building, but I will copy this shader. I will put here Vray bitmap. I always trying to use with each render its own bitmaps. Probably not on only bitmaps, all from exactly from this render. Cameras, bitmaps, lighting sources, everything. Okay, here is, I see already, here I already have some mapping, but I will delete this. I will make it, I made it with a floor generator, so I have possibility to work with unwrap, F2, open UV editor, and I will make it in this way, and probably I will make them much bigger. I will try to not cross these edges, probably on the foreground. On the foreground I have these scratches, so let's start to think about this. Maybe I will put it to the bump, something like this. I will turn off the... Next step will be I will save my render, my scene, because I'm afraid a little bit. Oh, and as you can see, the texture and color on the bottom part of the image already changed, and I can see the bump is too big and probably size of the texture too big. So I will change all of these. Probably first of all, that is color. I will use composite. I will put this texture to the composite. I will take this color. I will take color from here, Vray color. I will put it here. One more layer. Okay, that's good. And I will make it like color. So I mix this texture and this color. That's all what I did. Bump, of course, smaller. Where are you? Something like 4, for example. And size of the texture right now, I understand that is too big. Looks nice, of course, but okay, where we are, for example, this one. I don't want to see the seams on the foreground, so I will move them a little bit. Only on the foreground. Here is good. Probably this is not the best. I don't like this black on the foreground, so yeah, I will make something like this. So that is enough, I think. Let's check how it looks on the render. Oh, I will save my file. Let's check how it looks now. We need to check color, bump, and texture. Probably here we need to move the textures too, because there is not looks good. But all other stuff looks really nice. Maybe higher bump. No, that is too much. 6. And of course we should try to to render with a higher resolution, and only after checking everything on the higher resolution we can tell for sure what exactly we need to change. But right now that is what we need, what we have to do. What next? This shader, let's do it in this way. Probably this shader and maybe these columns, because they are concrete too. Yeah, something like this. Of course, here we need to find exactly concrete, because this is not an asphalt, that is exactly concrete. Thank you guys for nice words about us. That is pleasure for us. If you really like our workshop and my live stream, please share this stream with your social networks. Put it somewhere, Instagram stories, something like this, and link to this workshop. That will help us to share our information, and that really will help us. Do this, please. Okay, I have to find something for my wall, but that should be like this, maybe clean concrete. Okay, I will use exactly this, desktop, high, and roughness. Roughness, that is about reflection. Yes, of course, we buy all of these shaders. I will copy this shader. Probably I will copy this composite, because I will need to have the same here. Vray bitmap. I will put this shader to this geometry, and I think I will use his thinking. Yeah. New mapping, something like, I don't know what high is here. I will use the same size for high and for late. Yeah, that's good. And here I will use a little bit smart thing. Mapping, cylindrical. Yeah, and I will make this smaller. Yeah, that's all what I need. Easiest way to make columns. So I will not color, I will copy bitmap. That is high. This is bitmap, or this is bump, or displacement, something like bump. Probably for us bump that is enough, but maybe sometimes yeah, that's good. So what else? Roughness, that's great. Reflection, most of situation the same texture we can put to the glossiness. maybe not this time. We need to check, of course. We have to check. So let's start test. Oh, maybe this geometry have to be with the same shader as here. Yeah, that looks exactly like. Oh, one more interesting thing for this geometry, I will show you right now. We will get much nicer result. I will convert to Editable Poly, and right now I will choose this one, insert like probably 100, that's okay, and extrude something like 50, let it be 50 millimeters, that's enough. Okay, and I will make it higher. Without minus, yeah, that's good. What I will get in this way, I will get some seam here, some break between floor and wall. That will be much more detailed, much more realistic in my opinion. Yeah. Some probably small break between object, but they give so much of, I don't know, detailing. So that's good. Let's copy the same shader to the here, flower pot. Let's call it in this way, like 6000. I hope that will be enough. Yeah. And I will put here this shader. And I think I will work with this geometry, only with this geometry, only with the shader with these flowers, because with all other leaves work will be the same. I don't want to tell you the same things a lot of times, so I will work only with this shader. For example, this, I think that is most difficult shader in our scene, so I will flowers, so yeah, that's great. I will pick the shader from here. I will copy it, of course. Come on. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I will put this shader to this object. So, what's next? Next, that is, I will work with these textures, but probably I don't need to have this shader. I need to have only these textures. First of all, I need to put opacity, because opacity, that is nothing to change here. Opacity, that is opacity. What else? Roughness or bump. Let's put bump here, and that is first thing we have to render. I will start render right now. And of course, right now we will use real zoom because we don't see anything from this distance. That's good, but right now I understand that is too much of reflection. So I will... Yeehaw! Welcome home, baby. Let's open it one more time. That's nice to see. My Max already broke, but you still see my live stream with open 3D Max. We have some difference between live stream and something like 40 seconds. Okay, I will save. Let's check out the back. 51. Oh, that is not right. That is not right. Oh, okay. So we have just this one. That is real life. What do you want? That is not pre-recorded workshop. That is live stream. So we are here online. We are here in live. So computer can be crashed and everything can be crashed. To be honest. So what we already done here. I will not do the same twice. So I hope you remember what we got there, and I will work with the flowers. Probably we need to make post production. Yeah, I will think about it. 1 second, I will close the window because a lot of sound from this window. Yeah. What else? Let's start work with this greenery. Flowers. I will take this shader one more time. I will copy it one more time. I will delete all of this. I will put one more time opacity. Normal bump, but I already remember we need to have less of reflection, and that's why I will make less of reflection. Okay, let's check how it looks. Okay, so I will put here some color correction. First of all, I will work with the front side of these leaves, and then I will do something with the translucency, maybe if I will need something to do. Lighter. twice lighter, why not? Too saturated. And maybe more, yeah, like this. Most of all, these leaves should be comparable with these leaves, and they should look good together. Maybe darker, not 2, but 1.6. Yeah, that's much better. Maybe less saturated. Yeah, that's better. You should remember that is not most important object in our that is too dark and too saturated, I think, for whole image. Too dark place in whole image. I will make, yeah, that is better, and maybe I will put 2.0 and less saturated, and maybe more warmer, something like -9. No. .3, I think. Yeah, that's better. The most important thing about shaders should be comparable to each other. They should look good together, like composition. Yeah, I hope you understand me. Where is the building? I think I will make this shader, and I will do a few things. I will save render, save this scene. Okay, I will copy this, all this object. I will copy this, all this object. I will take this. Do the bump, do these columns. I have to wait a little bit because that is, okay, and I will put here new mapping. Something like 6,000, why not? Here the same as we did before. You already know this. This is not a secret, but this trick, small trick. Oh, one more column, we forget one more column. Okay, and I will put the same shader to these objects. That will be much more interesting. Delete mapping box 6. I think that's good, but I will move them a little bit because I want to have this corner that is most important thing for me. So I'll make it accurately. So that's good. Maybe one thing I will do that is this shader with the opacity. I will put here some box mapping, like 3000, the same as it was before, but that is, I will copy this shader. Of course, as I told you, I always copy shaders. And I will put here opacity. Where is opacity? Yeah, here. Vray bitmap. I built it by my own, but this is not difficult with the Photoshop. You will see it right now. Yeah, this is just rectangle and circle inside. Okay. And I will change the amount of this, something like 10, maybe more, maybe 50. Yeah, just holes in the shader. Let's check how it looks. Let's save it. Render.camp, best adult dating site, stupid. He don't know the truth. That's strange. Too small, I think, yeah? For this side of the render. So let's make them. Maybe with the full size of the render that will be better. So maybe I will leave it in this way, with this size. And I will go to the Windows, and I will try to take. I will try to make them darker. Top. Because we need to have something for post-production. That is important. that is glass 2, so I will put it to the glass layer. But all of this I will paint with a not black but much more dark gray material like this. I don't know amount of the gray shader, but right now we will check. A little bit higher reflection with the black color, that will look good. Too small. Of course, we need to make bigger resolution of render, and then we will compare everything. So let's only one more thing for us. Oh, I don't like this red color on the columns, so I will fix it a little bit. Color correction, I will make it a little bit more yellow. I hope nothing will happen with my scene, so I will save it. Little bit more yellow, because this, for example, this shader and this shader should be comparable to each other. They should look good together. Yeah, that's much better. So let's stop the render, and I think, and to be honest, in my render I made this glass with this shader. So that is, I think that is important. UV mapping box 3000 as I remember, yeah. Let's check how it looks. Yeah, that's much better, but I will make it whiter. Yes, that is better, much better. So I think that is enough. That is enough for us. I will start render. Of course, I will, what I need? Alpha channel I will have. Something else? Probably no. So I will start the render exactly with this. Nothing new for us, only with this. And I will change nothing. Maybe just save render scene before small post-production. this size of the render, that is enough for us. Of course, for final render for a real client, that will be a little bit not enough. Something like 4,000, 4.5, 5,000 will be better, I think. But of course, that is about task from your customer. But right now, oh, maybe no, I forget about one important thing. I will add denoiser, because in Vray denoiser was pretty great and I like it. So yeah, that I will I have just added, and that's all what I need, because I can change everything in the end of the work. That is important. Okay, so all looks good. All looks good, so we will wait a little bit of render. When we till we wait our final render, and I will make some post-production in the end. I will answer all your questions, so write right now your question to the chat and I will answer them. And in the moment when you write your messages, your questions, I will show you our big course about architectural and interior visualization. We called it Professional Visualization Emotions. Emotion, that mean that is not about tricks, not about tips, not about some technical moments. That is about thinking about your images, about your feeling of images, how to build exactly these images you see on the screen. This is final works of our students from the previous courses, and these works made exactly during course, not after course, not before course, exactly during course. So that is most important thing I can show you. I can tell you 1 million nice words about our course, but most important thing, that is works, that is final works. If you can't do this quality of your renders, welcome to Render Camp and please join us. We will spend 5 weeks together to improve your skills, to make your to make you more powerful artist. That is exactly about thinking, that is about composition, that is about, of course, light tricks, light and shadow composition, of course, about colors, about shaders, about everything you need in your daily professional works in the computer graphics. So if you can't do your everyday work with this quality, with this first of all artistic quality, please join us. And if you have any questions about this course, please use this link Tonya just send you to the chat, and you can leave us your phone number. We will call you, and tomorrow on the working hours, and we will answer all your questions in the tomorrow. And one more important thing exactly for today, as always, for guys who with us here till the end of our workshop, we will give special price offer for this course. So that will be a little bit less price exactly for you guys, but that is important thing. You should give us your phone number exactly today, because if you will do it tomorrow or later, unfortunately that doesn't work. Only that is only special price for guys who will who with us till the end of our workshop. Only one way to get a little bit lower price for our course. So that is live course. I'm doing all the lessons during this course. I will support all your works during all shit during all course, and probably we have the best world support in I believe in this, really. We will support all your work during all 5 weeks of the course, and few weeks before course and few weeks after course. So you will get all answers to all your questions exactly on this course. So if you will let us your phone number right today till the end of this day, probably you have something like 3 hours for doing this. If you watch this video a little bit later than everybody, you have time for leaving your phone number, and we will call you tomorrow in the working hours, and we will answer all your questions. If you decide to join us, we will tell you how you can do this. So that is everything I would like to tell you about our course and render goals, and probably denoiser works great, and I'm happy with the result. Of course, with this whole will be better, and to be honest, this color is not little bit not comparable to each other, but I will fix it with post-production. So and here is too much of reflection. Here should be less of reflections, but never mind. That is, everybody understand, that is basic idea to work. And right now I will stop the render denoiser. We will clean everything, and I will save current channel somewhere on the desktop, for example, workshop like this with PNG. Save. Okay. And one more thing, I will save it one more time with alpha channel. That is important. So that is our, for example, second. Save alpha channel. Okay. Because I will work with the background. That is important too. So let's open it with Photoshop. I will open Photoshop. Yeah, guys. Right now I will do this post-production, and I will answer all questions, of course. Write it, because we will have something like 10-15 minutes for answering. Where are you, guy? Desktop. Somewhere here. Somewhere here. The same image, but without background. Yeah, that's great. So what else? What can we do here? Probably nothing special, but I will change the colors a little bit, add some color correction, and probably I will add some person here. I will put here some guy. Okay, I will use curves to add some contrast. Small darkness. That's great, but only for this layer. Only for this. For background, I will use another curves. Probably, maybe not curves. Maybe exposure. What else? Whatever you want to use. But I will I will do it this way, yeah. And one more thing I would like to make here. Yep, something like this. So I have two curves with a lighting and with a darkness. So what I will do, I will use the gradient, oh, like this. So I will make this gradient bigger. Yeah, and one more thing for both images. I will make curves probably much lighter, something like this. Okay, I will switch alpha channel for this pairs, and I will draw here some big brightness with low opacity, much bigger. Not so, maybe, yeah, because I want to make some brightness here, something like this. Nothing special, but yeah, that's good. In my opinion, that looks much better. Okay, and one more thing maybe I will add here. I will desaturate this. I will add something like soft light, and I will use high pass with a, right now I will choose amount for, yeah, this is good, but of course less of my image become more powerful a little bit. Okay, I have to make lighter angle here because yeah, that's better. Yeah, in my opinion, that looks much better. What else? I will copy this. I will duplicate it. Oh, merge layers. So I catch this image. And I will change a little bit general colors. Filter, camera raw filters. I always use this for changing colors. For example, this one, color mixer and red colors. I can desaturate them or change it to yellow. As you can see, right now colors become closer to each other. Maybe a little bit more saturated. Yeah. So I can show you how it was and how it become. Yeah, that's better. Small difference, but it helps us to understand this image more comfortable. I will do it one more time for I want to make skies not so saturated to get more autumn result. Yeah, little bit darker, but that is much more interesting in my opinion. So that is all. We to be honest, we very easy get this feeling. We do this fast, and that is important. Probably most of situation don't have to be difficult and long. That is important thing. Of course, we can add some details here if we want, but that is not, you know, I want to work a little bit with the bushes. I think that's easy way to make them more, little bit more interesting. Of course, I see a lot of reflections here. We don't need this reflection, but yeah, that's a little bit more interesting. So that's all. That's enough for us for this image. Marriage letters. How it was, how it got. I like this. So I hope you happy with this result, the same as me, and I can start answer all your questions for this moment. Okay. Why you ban best adult dating site? Because render.camp, that is best adult dating site. They lie you. Can we already ask questions? Yes, of course. Thank you. English is third. Recommend some websites for 3D furniture. Probably for this moment. I don't know what exactly I can answer you, because a lot of sites with the furniture, it depends of which kind of furniture you need. For example, if you need something special, turbo squid, what else, design conducted. To be honest, I forget all the names because I don't use a lot of websites, and probably I don't use. I work most often with architecture, and I need most of them. Most of all, I need trees, bushes, cars, something like this. But there is a lot of websites. That is difficult to answer. What the one best of all? What do you think about ACSCG in Vray? You know, I will show you one tool I really like in Vray. I don't remember the name of it. Filmic tone map, this one. To be honest, I use it pretty often, and there is a lot of nice tricks to make something with your image. Of course, not exactly with this. Of course, with this too, but I don't need right now nothing for changing here. But I like this for using. I know a lot of guys right now like ACES in Vray and in Corona render. Probably I'm not. That is not because I don't like it. That is because I don't see any. You know, this is little bit different way to make post-production exactly inside 3D Max. inside your render system. Little bit. That is not huge step of the CG. This is just little another way to do some post-production, in my opinion. In my opinion, most important thing that is your understanding of the light and shadow composition. If you do it well, no any difficulties to do in any post-production. What to do when the client is not sure about certain view angles and ask to build the entry scene up front, so to decide the views afterward. First of all, that is reference. Always the answer that is reference. If you decide with your client which references are best for your client and for this project, in the beginning of the project, of course, you will save a lot of your time in the end of your work. So in the beginning of the work, you can show to your client some references and show this camera angle, this emotion, or this type of shadows. We will get morning, something like sunrise or sunset lighting, or afternoon or midday or evening. Reference always help you to explain to your client what he will get in the end. Really, that is most important thing I would like to tell you about this situation. Of course, if you already take the project and you don't have a conversation with your client about reference, about your final mood, about your final idea, you can prepare for him few camera angles with the gray material. But you should remember, for each frame you can change everything, and that will be multiply your time about this work, because for this camera angle everything looks good. For example, lighting looks good, shaders looks good, geometry composition looks good. But if you change camera position, that is not. But every your frame should look great. That's why better to in the beginning of the work to talk with your client about how many images you will give him in the end of the work, and proportion of the frame. And of course your client should know this. If not, you can ask him where you will use your images. For example, if he will tell you, I will use it in Instagram advertising, you will ask stories or just usual post. He will answer, for example, stories. So that's mean your frames should be vertical. So that's all for this. You will prepare only vertical camera angles. If he will tell you only regular posts on Instagram, that means 3:4 or square proportions should be on your renders. That's help you understand the answer to question where you will use these renders. Always will answer to you what exactly you need to do with your render. So ask if your client have no idea when he will use this render. That is difficult, but probably almost all clients know this information. But probably sometimes designers can give you answers something like, we will use your renders everywhere. Unfortunately, doesn't work. You can't use something everywhere. For example, you can't wear the same t-shirt everywhere. Sometimes you should wear jacket, sometimes you should wear swimming suit. That is not good answer for us. That is not answer for us at all. If everywhere, give me please list where exactly you will use it, because you will not use it, for example, for, I don't know, for cover walls. No, you will use Instagram, maybe website. So that means you need to have horizontal images and vertical images, or square images. Yeah, so only 3 types of composition can be. So you can ask this guy, so you need all 3 versions of orientation of the images. Am I right? And if your client will tell you, yes, you are right, that means you should prepare 3 different compositions of the same camera position, of the something like similar camera position. Probably everybody understands. You will move a little bit in front, or go back, or a little bit to left or to right. Probably the same lighting composition, the same shaders, but camera position will be a little bit different for vertical, horizontal, or square image. I hope you understand me. That is a little bit long answer, but this is, this is a little bit difficult question, because here is a lot of information can be included. How to improve glass reflections so they wouldn't look so empty or dull? Any technical tips? Why you need technical tips? When I decide my mood for today's render, I decided to make without clouds. Yeah. If I need some clouds on the background, of course I will need them on the reflections. So I will try to find Hdri Map with the clouds I need. And of course, in this way, I will have the clouds in the reflection and in the visible background. I work in this way. I do not trying to find some difficult technical trick. I'm trying to find easier way to solve the problem or solve my idea. Of course, you can render some special render element for about reflection, and you can change reflection in the post-production, but this is a little bit difficult for me. Much easier, in my opinion, use nice Hdri Map with nice background, and that's all. I always do in this way. How to make Hdri lighting more contrasting in the shadows? I tried Corona color correct, gamma contrast did not help. Try to find another Hdri Map, really. Of course, better to find the best way to build the nice architectural visualization. That is find Hdri Map, and this is Hdri Map with contrast you need. The best way to find to do your architectural visualization, that is find your Hdri Map exactly like you need. So if not, you can open Hdri Map on the Photoshop and make it darker here, or change it somehow in the Photoshop. But in my opinion, better way, that is find another Hdri Map, because Hdri Map, that is complete way to get some lighting in your scene, all lighting. And you will try, if you will try to fix some part of this lighting, that will give you some fault. In my opinion, one more time, that is my opinion. How to make Hdri light more contrasting? Maybe you can use not Hdri at all. We have another workshop with a different type of lighting. For example, sometimes I use only sun without any Hdri map for lighting on the shadows. Only sun, only visible background, and shadows I leave only dark, like black. And sometimes that looks good. Of course, I will show of course, I will show this in a future workshop. I already show it in previous workshop, and of course, that this information we have in the course, and a lot of different information. When would you decide to use displacement map or texture? When if I need to see the shape of the object, not flat. If shape of the object should be changed, I will use displacement. If shape of the object should be flat, I will use bump. Does try to darken all the materials, and I'm not sure I understand your question. One second. That is answer to somebody. From workshop to workshop, your English is getting much better. Great work. Thank you from all of us for work you're doing. Thank you, and probably I learn a lot. I have twice a week session with a teacher about English language, so I hope my English become better. Thank you. I will answer last 3 questions and we will finish. That is not for me. Thank you. I'm getting really long render times in Vray to get a cleaned, well denoised image. I feel like noise in Corona much more simple. It's only me. All the time Vray renders faster and cleaner, but Corona can give you faster first result. That is most big advantage of Corona, in my opinion. Do you recommend Vray or Corona more? That is not right question, because that's like what you prefer. I don't know, drinking or eating. That is different. That is different tools. In my opinion, I like more for architectural visualization Hdrm. That is my opinion. But Vray, that is great tool for ambient lighting, probably for architectural visualization and for interiors too. The most realistic images you can get ever, that is with ambient lighting, ambient, that is without sunlight, absolutely without, with the clouds, I don't know, with the fog, but without God rays, but like foggy day, yeah. That is Vray, ever best. But I like to, most of all, I like high contrasted images. That's why I absolutely love Hdrm. What is the biggest downside Vray for you to use Corona more often? The most biggest disadvantage of Vray, that is Vray crashed most often, to be honest. And that is not depends of anything. I can't answer why, but Vray crashed most often, and all my software is legal and license, only license. No, 3D Max, Photoshop, all renders, Forest Park, everything licensed. And to be honest, I have powerful computer, so that is not about computer. Which is the best way to add interiors for building? The models or images in Photoshop? It depends of distance, because sometimes you can use exactly models, but probably models. That not mean you should put all stuff here. Something like curtain and I don't know, some lamp near the window, that will be enough. Sometimes you can use parallax interiors for mid-ground or something like this, and images for background for sure. Thank you for these live streams. Thank you for coming. Sorry, this question was for you. What would you recommend the good source for knowledge for getting better sense of composition in images and lights, light and shadows? Light and shadows for sure, render.camp course, only this. That's the better. And this is not about advertising myself, that is true. I don't find anything better. You know, that was my own most important thing to improve light and shadow composition, color composition, and general composition of the frame. That is my main goal was in education, so render.camp is the best. And probably about composition at all and light and shadow composition, not too much information anywhere. Of course, a lot of information about tips and tricks, but no information about art. We are about art. We are about how to make image beautiful. Not exactly how to make asphalt, for example. We are about beautiful image. So guys, if you want to make really great architectural and interior visualization, join us. That's true. That's last question. What do you think about After Effects to use also for your final render result? Do you use it for? No, of course not. And for animation too. For animation we use Premiere Pro, and for final post-production still images we use Photoshop. Photoshop, that is most powerful tool for painting for usual images. I don't know who decide to use After Effects or any other software. That is strange, because till the moment we have Right now we have Photoshop, and Photoshop the biggest, more powerful tool for post-production. No any reason use any other tool. So guys, thank you for coming, and I would like to remind you, if you will join us after this workshop, tomorrow we will call you in the working hours and propose you a little bit more joinable price for our course. So thank you guys, see you on the next workshops and of course course. Thank you guys, bye bye.